In the case between one of the most proficient blockchain startups, Ripple Labs, and the United States financial regulators, the SEC, things just got a whole lot spicier. We have an exciting update on this lawsuit. Stick around to find out more on this. Hello and welcome back to Make Money Online, your go-to place for everything XRP. For those of you who are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications. Also, now you can join the channel as a paid subscriber for some exclusive benefits. And you can also sign up for our free Discord group via the link in the description. We recently got this tweet from one of the XRP Army's most prolific lawyers, Filing Law, with some new documents out. And the caption of that tweet reads, #XRP community, SEC versus Ripple. Ripple files notice of intent to submit a letter no later than June 9th, 2021, in opposition to the SEC's request to extend the discovery deadline, see below. Looking at the documents being referred to in that tweet, it says here, we write on behalf of defendants, Ripple Labs Inc., Brad Garlinghouse, and Christian A. Larson regarding the SEC's letter requesting an extension of the discovery deadline. Defendants respectfully wish to inform the court that they intend to submit a letter in opposition to the SEC's request no later than June 9th, 5 business days after the SEC's filing. Here are just the people in the background, the plaintiff and the defendant's lawyers, and all of the other people involved in this lawsuit. In correspondence to that, we have Ripple and the SEC filing a joint motion agreeing to extend time no later than June 9th, 2021. It says here, Ripple and SEC filed joint motion to extend the time until June 9th, 2021 to meet and confer regarding document redactions and sealing of certain exhibits, hoping to avoid burdening the court with unnecessary disputes, with some documents explaining that in detail. So what does this mean? Why has it been posted? Well, a couple of days back, the SEC went on a fascinating blow. They put up here that they want this whole discovery phase, which is the phase before summary judgment, to be extended for another 60 days. They did that because they prioritize speed over transparency and fairness before now. So suddenly now they don't pay attention to speed anymore, and that's interesting. However, that's not what's most intriguing. The most exciting part is this tweet over here. We have Ripple compelling the SEC to turn over internal documentation regarding how they classified popular cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. It reads, Ripple files motion to compel. SEC refuses to turn over internal Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP documents. Judge Netburn twice told them to turn over. Not a single document has been produced. Judge Netburn will not be pleased. Members of the XRP Army have been crazily excited to see these documents finally roll out for a while now. It's been weeks or maybe months since Judge Netburn ordered the SEC to produce these documents. But why hasn't the SEC done that? Is the SEC trying to play some game or something? We've been waiting for a good while, yet the SEC just keeps stalling. So why? This all confirms what was tweeted about last month, during which it was posted that Judge Netburn's recent ruling confirms Rosalind Layton's article below, wherein she writes that the SEC is now on trial. If the SEC didn't know it before, they know it now. As reported by Forbes senior contributor Rosalind Layton in her April 8th account on the said matter, where she had hinted in the title of the piece that, in the Ripple case, the SEC is now on trial and knows it. In her words, the co-founder, China Tech Threat, who focuses on international technology policy through business economics, wrote, this familiar story is playing out in the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's lawsuit against cryptocurrency innovator Ripple. But the buck stops with Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn, whose discovery hearing in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York on Tuesday exposed the SEC's unfounded and flawed arguments, and some inconvenient truths for the former SEC Chair Jake Layton and former SEC Corporation of Finance Division Head William Hinman. The visiting researcher with the Department of Electronic Systems, Aalborg University, goes on to add that the hearing showed that the case against the San Francisco fintech startup was based on an illogical premise. It alleged that XRP, the digital currency that Ripple uses for cross-border payments, has been an unregistered security since 2013, and that the SEC was just getting around to saying so on the last day of Clayton's tenure last December. With this late in the game regulatory determination, the SEC now deems that every Ripple sale for 7 years was an illegal securities trade. Back to the current state of affairs, and following the recent court filing made by Ripple Labs on Friday, June 4th, we write on behalf of defendant Ripple Labs, Bradley Garlinghouse, and Christian Larson to request a local Rule 37.2 conference. Although Ripple and the SEC have resolved several discovery disputes, there are 2 sets of SEC documents as to which the parties are at an impasse, and we ask for an order compelling their production. Additionally, we asked the court to set a date certain by which the SEC must produce the Office of Investor Education and Advocacy correspondence and the internal SEC documents that Your Honor ordered to be produced back on April 6th and reaffirmed on May 6th. The SEC's refusal to release these internal documents on its classification of Bitcoin and Ethereum for over 2 months shows that they're hiding something. And we've speculated for a couple of days right now that if Ripple would have found some essential information in these documents, that could all be over. We all know the SEC wanted to hide this information, not because they think they will get away with it, but because it will be their last resort. All of these speculatory pieces of settlements are more real than ever. And even though we, the XRP community, are not all legal advisors, we do have some talented legal minds having our backs, with the likes of John Deaton, Jeremy Hogan, James Filan, and the list just goes on, all of whom are actively scrutinizing this lawsuit on a case-to-case basis. And to add to that, the only thing that I, as an ordinary XRP proponent with no financial background of any sort, think is apparent is the fact that these SEC guys have something to hide. They might be having a thing or two up their sleeves, and that's not surprising at this point. I don't need any financial background to spot that, neither do you. You're not going to defy the court twice and expect to get away with it. In a lawsuit of this magnitude, drawing the general public's attention and all, the SEC should be well aware that the entire world is watching. The bigwigs in the financial sphere are watching. Crypto enthusiasts from all over the world are all watching. And as we're all expecting to see some regulatory clarity, the SEC tries to withhold information that they had been mandated to provide from over 2 months ago, which says a lot. And this is why. So Ripple, a very long while ago, asked the SEC for information regarding their thoughts on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. There was a hearing on April 6th about it, and the conclusion was that the SEC had to hand over their documents regarding Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP that were formal. So a lot of letters between them and custodians and internal memos had to meet and confer about that. Since they didn't conclude, there was another hearing on April 3rd when they discussed that in part. It came down to that. The SEC just had to give some information of that, precisely those that are formal and not the everyday stuff, but the official memos and the official calls to action and whatnot. Now the SEC knows that this fair notice defense that Ripple has filed, this means that the SEC didn't give them fair notice that they were doing something wrong, and on a different motion dismissing the lawsuit against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. And both these executives are saying that they don't need this lawsuit against them individually, where the SEC says they should have known or they knew they were doing something wrong. That all might come and kind of splash down on them if one of those documents states either one of the following. If it sounds that XRP and Bitcoin or XRP and Ethereum have some resemblance to each other, the lawsuit falls apart. Why? Because the SEC said that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are nothing alike. So this indicates that Ethereum and Bitcoin, which are adequately regulated right now, are nothing like XRP. The other condition is that if with those documents it states that the SEC has thought negatively of XRP throughout the last couple of years, that would strengthen Ripple's defense of fair notice. Coming back to what the case is right now, with the SEC's refusal to release these documents, what will the court do? What would Judge Sarah Netburn do about this? Pretty sure she wouldn't be very happy about the news. But all we could do at this point is wait and see how this plays out. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like on it, hitting that subscribe button, and turning on post notifications. Don't forget that you can join the channel as a paid subscriber for some exclusive benefits, and you can also join the free Discord group via the link in the description. If you have any questions or comments, let us know, and we'll see you next time.